Hi, we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel. Today we're looking at meeting people on a cruise. One of the best things about cruising.
It's what we really like, isn't it? So
It is.
It's meeting new people.
But we're pretty outgoing, so we like to mix and meet with new people all the time. However, some of us are not quite so outgoing and may feel a little bit shy or intimidated if we're going to travel solo or if we're a single parent, one or two got kids.
It could be a couple who just fancy doing different things.
Yeah. Or the whole family want to go along and you just think, oh, I just don't want to be stuck with the family all week for a holiday. What's the best places to go? What's the best things to do where you can be on the ship, not feel lonely, and have lots of new friends and people to meet without feeling obliged to stay with those people all week? That's another thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So... This
actually starts before you even get on the ship. Before you even get on ship, number one tip we've got for you for meeting new people is search out and join the Facebook group. There are groups out there for pretty much most cruises. If you hop onto Facebook and you type in the cruise date or the cruise name or cruise number, those sorts of things, any identifying, you'll generally come up with the cruise. These
are not run by the cruises themselves. These aren't run by any tour operators or the cruise ships. These are individual people who have decided to just set up these Facebook groups. Group pages. Oh my goodness.
They are.
To get like-minded people and to,
it's not just like-minded
ask questions.
Generally speaking, they are passengers groups, and they don't allow people who aren't travelling on the cruises or that particular cruise to join. So everybody on that group will be, generally speaking, will be somebody who is going on your cruise. So they're a great opportunity and a great place to meet similar like-minded people, get to know people virtually, maybe make some friends. Sometimes they even have pre-cruise meetups so that you can actually all get together and meet up before you even get on the cruise.
Yeah.
Great.
And we've done that ourselves. We have met people on Facebook pages and groups and decided to join them for coffee and things, and it's great. You also get lots of little tips about people who've perhaps cruised on that particular journey before or on that ship before, and they're valuable little tips that you can have.
If you don't find a group that somebody's set up already, why not just go up, make one yourself?
Yeah, it's really simple.
Make one yourself, and before too long, people will be joining it. And there you go. You've got some new people already.
Yeah. Next tip from us is go to the meet and greet. So most of the cruise lines will do a meet and greet.
Generally speaking, no, it's not the cruise lines at all. You'll generally find it.
I thought it was the cruise lines.
No, they're generally organised by the Facebook group people actually. Who will organise a meet and greet. It's generally either sail away or first sea day when you get on board. People who go to the meet and greet are people who want to meet new people. So it's a great opportunity to meet new people and make new friends. Look, even if there is nobody there that you think, hey, I want to hang out with them, I want to do this or that, or go on a tour, you get to know faces. So at least there's somebody around the ship for you to say, hey, how you going? How was your day? So there's somebody at least to just pass the pleasantries with as well.
Yeah, I mean, I got actually mixed up with our next tip, our number 4 tip. So I do beg your pardon on that one. Yes, on these meet and greets, don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, is the best tip I can give. We have met some of the most wonderful people we've got the same sense of humour, and that sounds awful, doesn't it? But who perhaps at first glance you just think, they're not my age group, they look far too young for us, or that kind of thing. And they've just turned out to be a blast.
Let's face it, a lot of people are far too young.
And they didn't mind us being all fuddy-duddies, but you know what I mean. So just go along, be nice. That's a great thing about a cruise as well, is people feel that they're part of a group because you're all cruising together. That's fantastic. So let's do the number 3 then, the specialty catch-ups.
Yeah.
So these are the ones that are advertised in your daily planner. So these are organised by the cruise ship.
They are, but they're not always hosted. Some of them are unhosted, so they just put it out there, and it's a place for people of a similar sort of mind to meet. So some of these can be like, they have like military catch-ups, or they have trying to think of the
well, they have singles, they have the
solos,
LGBTQ, Friends of Bill, Friends of Jimmy K, some Masonic ones. So there's those kind of groups. Now these tend to be, when we say official, but they tend to be on that daily planner. So
they're on the planner. Absolutely.
Well organised, and again, it's if you want to meet up with people of similar ideas, similar thoughts as yourself, they're really good to go along. We've heard lots of good things about those meetings.
Yeah.
Next is the best way to meet people quite often, and to find out what people have been doing all day, or if it's been a port day, what people have done that day off port. The easiest way to strike up a conversation is over a meal, of course. So we would recommend choosing the main dining room for this. It's no good going up to the buffet restaurants and asking to sit with somebody, because they might think you're a bit strange.
And it might be a bit awkward to do that as well. But you're right, the main dining room actually offers an ideal opportunity, because you can choose either to have a table on your own if you want to do that, or if you're in a couple or a family, just have it on your own. But you can also join group tables. Now what they do...
You don't have to be solo to join a group table.
No, absolutely not.
You can be a whole family and ask to join a group.
Yeah.
It's great if you've run out of things to say to each other, I guess. Or if you just want to find out what we said, what people have done that day, or what they've done on a tour.
Yeah. If you're going to ask to join a group table, here's a suggestion: ask to join a large group table. Obviously, there'll be more people on the table, and there's more chance that you'll find somebody that sort of like is similar thinking to you.
Yeah. And of course, you are not obliged to join that same table every meal time. They're perfectly happy to mix it up. If you find people that you like, maybe say, look, we'll join you tomorrow. You can arrange that there and then. Otherwise, you just say, nice meeting you, and off you toddle.
Absolutely.
Next tip is to join... Off you toddle. Next one is to join in the activities and the classes that interest you.
Oh, there are so many activities that go on all day long on the ships.
Absolutely.
There has to be something to interest you. The thing about these as well is that when you go along to these events, you're going along with people who have the same sort of interests, have the same sort of interests as you. So we're talking about things like there's dance classes, for example. What else do they do?
We've got Zumba, we've got aerobics, we've got table tennis competitions.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, even the trivia. So you don't have to have your own clan to do one of the trivia quizzes. Quite often we've turned up, well actually I've turned up late, or Rob's off doing something else, and I've turned up and I've picked up a pencil, and the time somebody next to me has just gone, join in with me. And you sit somewhere and you just join in with the person next to you, and it's just fun. It's an hour to not sit there on your own, and that's we're in a couple, but people are more than happy for you to just join in and have a bit of fun together.
Oh, they are, especially if there's only 2 or 3 people there, and if you're single, the more the merrier at trivia, because it's like more heads are better than one.
2 heads are better than one, but or whatever. Even if you're absolutely rubbish, it's the same thing. It is just people are so friendly and really want you to to just join in and have fun. And things like I've done the dance classes that I did line dancing that Rob just said, I'm going to knock people over like Skittles, or like 10-pin bowling. If I go do it, everyone next to me is just going to fall over because he goes the wrong way. I think that's because you're left-handed, is what we always say, but I don't know. But I went and did that at one of the last cruises, and there were women and men next to me. We had a ball. Never met them on the cruise. I don't even know whether I met some of those people again. Had a fabulous time. So that's a great way to just join in and meet people. And I always said this about the interacting in the trivia groups and things, even if you're not very good at them.
Yeah.
That's a great one to do. Now, most of the ships do a ship's tour. Hey.
Well, they do if you go to a port. Obviously, if you're in a short cruise, then you don't. But if you're on a cruise that goes into a port, give consideration to going on the ship arranged tours. There's a couple of reasons for this. Apart from the security, especially if you're a solo person or if you're a first-time cruiser, it gives you the security of having it organised, not having to organise it yourself. A little bit of safety depending on where you are. But the big positive around sort of meeting new people, meeting new friends on the ship arranged tours is that everybody is from the ship. You're all going, and generally speaking, you're in either a bus coach or a minibus, and you're all on the same trip. You're going to the same places. Immediately, you've got somebody that you've got something in common with, which is your tour and the places that you've seen. So they cost a little bit more to the ship tours, but so give that some consideration, because it is another great way to meet new people and make new friends.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's a specialist tour. If you're going to see something that's a little bit specialist, then the people who are on there also have that same sort of mindset as well. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my mind, but
we've used some of the PNG trip we're going to do. There's some of the war trips that are there that are quite specialist.
Yeah, or a horse riding. If you horse riding, for example, is another one we went on in Port Vila. Again, everybody there was sort of interested in riding the horses. So.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Bars and nightclubs.
Yeah, the old faithful. Depends on how outgoing you are in this, of course. But
well, if I went on a trip on my own, or if I was going, say, with my daughters when they were younger on my own, and I just thought I want to take the kids on my own, and then I still wanted to. It sounds peculiar to say some grown up company, but you know what I mean. You don't want to be with the kids all day. If I was just on land, in a town or somewhere, I wouldn't dream of probably even going into a bar on my own. In fact, I know I wouldn't go into a bar on my own, and certainly not a nightclub on my own without the kids. I would just feel really strange. On a cruise, it's a different experience completely. It's perfectly normal because you're all on this ship and you're not crammed together, but it's perfectly normal to go and listen to music. You can listen to one of the bands, you can go into the nightclub, sit there at the bar, maybe have a drink. Nobody will think you're strange if you are on your own. And no matter what age, that's another beautiful thing. You can go to the nightclub, you could be 70, 80, sit there tapping your feet, you would not look out of place. That's the beautiful, we're really selling these cruises. We really are. So last but not least is one of the fabulous things now on cruise ships is they all have apps on your phone, and this is where you can see what it's your daily planner, the meal times, all that kind of thing are on there. But they also have, or most of them have, what do we call it?
Group.
Kind of friend groups.
They've got different names.
That's
I think
right.
on Carnival it's Cruise Companions. But there's where you can set up a group and you can add people onto your group so that you can. You generally do this as if you're going to a family, obviously, so you can all keep in touch. But you can add people on and create a group. So after you have been to all these places and you've met all these exciting new people who are thinking exactly the same as you and wanting to do the same things. One of the good things about the app is, and ask them before you do this, but you can add them onto your group, and then if you're doing something and you think somebody might like to join you, or you don't want to do it on your own or whatever, you can just put a message out to everybody and say, hey, I'm going to do the Simpsons trivia this afternoon, does anybody want to come and join me? The apps are a great way to keep in touch with the new people and the new friends that you've met, and people will come on up, but that's fine. But it's a communication tool, and it allows you to be able to keep in touch so much easier than pre-arranging things. You can do things just impromptu.
Yes.
Yeah.
We found it fantastic because we did have different people apart from our family that were on it, and their initials would come up on the activities that they decided that they were going to go on. So you put a little heart or a favourite if you're going to go on it. Doesn't mean you've booked it or anything, it just means that you're thinking of going. So you could see the different people who were going to go, and you could think to yourself, oh look, I met that lady yesterday doing the line dancing. I'll go and join her today, she's
Yeah,
going to go.
yeah.
Or I could just flick her over a message and say, I'm going to go, are you going to go? The great thing about it is you don't have to respond to everybody. You don't have to make excuses. You don't have to keep in touch. Nobody cares. If you don't respond and you don't turn up, that's fine. Nobody's going to be offended because, you know, there's a couple of thousand people on the ship, hundreds of activities to do and food. You're all doing your own thing. So you're not obliged to anybody, but it's a great way to just see what people are doing and just go and join them.
Yeah. So anyway, those are our thoughts on ways to meet new people and make new friends on cruise ship. If you can think of any more, by all means, put them in the comments below and let us know how you've found meeting new people on a cruise ship.
Yeah, just how you felt comfortable, really. Not alone, not rattling around, and always something to do and somebody to be with.
Yeah. So if you've liked this video, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing.
Oh, please subscribe. It helps so much.
We love seeing those subscriber numbers go up.
Yeah.
And if you've enjoyed this and you want to see some more, please hit the notification button as well so that you'll be notified of any new videos that we release. So in the meantime, thanks for watching.
Yep, hope you have booked a cruise and we might meet you on that cruise very soon.
Oh,
Come
we
and
love
say
meeting
hi.
people.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
In the meantime though, happy cruising and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Take care. Bye now.